Greetings, I am GoldenWing and welcome back to Let's Play Space Engineers, where we've been building this big ship. I went ahead and built the other hallway on the opposite side. We've been working on that the other last episode there. I also finally fixed this corner. That's cool. And we've got this side all built up. And today, I sort of want to think about, believe it or not, moving this. Yeah, that's going to be exciting, right? Now, I am definitely not in a position to be figuring out where the final engines are going to go for this. But if the plan is to build a lower deck, and I rather agree with that, I did not account for that. Obviously, we do not have a large enough space down here to deal with that. So we're gonna have to do something about this, and I've got kind of a plan. So, first part of my plan is to take this repair beacon off. There. So with that out of the way, we can sort of figure out how this is going to go. And I think what I want to do here is to build what will be a temporary engine stack. And you know what? We can build it out of blue. That's fine. Because I do not want this to be here all the time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do 9, 10. There we go. Okay. If we are going to have a temporary set of engines here, we're going to want a reactor of some description. I want to build an arc reactor. That's going to be kind of big. Fusion, maybe? Oops. 96 point. Okay. How do I want to do this exactly? Let's build out a little platform. Where'd that reactor go? There it is. Now the input to this fella is on the top. Alright. Let's do that. And let's add... That'll be fine. Get a little cargo box. Good with that. Let's do one of these deals. Just quick and dirty, I suppose. Okay. That'll give us power. Now. Thrusters, 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 thrusters. I'm hoping ions are going to be workable for this. Let's see what these guys look like. Now here's the fun part. I don't really know what the damage range on these are. I think they're 8, like the rest. So let's put them like this, I suppose. Mostly we're going to want to get it off the ground, so we'll have 2 facing down. And then let's stick left. Come on. Rocket, do I need you? Nope, yep, there we go. Left and right. A little block up there. If you're thinking, golly, GoldenWing, you don't need large thrusters for every direction, I would say you're right. You don't. I'd also say you haven't been watching my channel very long, because I'm gonna do it anyway. Truth of the matter is we're gonna need the parts to build these large thrusters anyway, so that's fine. Alright, so that gives us... we don't have down, but I'm counting on gravity for that. We do have left, right, forward, back, and thrusters that'll push us up. Let's grab some gyros. There. And then my only hope is that these thrusters don't actually start damaging our blocks down there. Yeah, okay. I think I'm alright with that. Well, let's go ahead and toss our repair beacon down. We'll get the nanites to work on that for a bit. So the hope here is to put a temporary set of thrusters on that so that we can disconnect this landing gear and lift the whole thing up. And then I'm going to build essentially I don't know what to call it, a launch tower, I guess, off this station, a good deal up. And then we can add another landing gear and stick it to the side of that. That'll give us a lot of room underneath this floor in order to build the rest of the ship. The other option I was thinking of was to set up this ship somewhere off an asteroid someplace. But I'd rather not do that quite yet. For one thing, I'd rather be in range of our station here so that its facilities can help build. Yeah, I think that's okay. We are going to want some sort of a control chair. Yeah, let's just go with one of these. That's fine. Doesn't have to be fancy, just has to be functional. Sure, that looks like a fine spot for it. So let's see. What are we waiting on over here? You're waiting on reactor components. Advanced thruster modules. I think that's going to be our catch, isn't it? Okay. Well, that is fine. Go down here. We'll have you start building a bunch of advanced thruster modules. Do I have any others turned off? Probably. What else did I say we needed? I've forgotten already. Something reactor something? Need about 3K more reactor components. How's the gyros doing? They're good. Yeah, okay. We'll get some more reactor components going. Reactor components, reactor components, reactor components. Have you guys make a bunch. And you can start making thruster modules. And you can start making some thruster modules. There we go. Hopefully at some point that'll catch up. Alright. Now obviously this big engine stock is not going to stay. This is just a means to an end to try and move this thing before it's complete. Had I built a larger lifter, we could have used that. Somehow I'm thinking our small little ion lifter in there is not going to be strong enough to lift this. I mean, we could try, but sort of guessing not so much. So the next thing that we could try and lay out... I sort of hate to add any more to this. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, huh? Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is we'll want our hallway to extend this way. Because we're going to need room for our assemblers. At the very least. We should be able to at least start framing this up, I think. It's not like they're waiting on steel plate up there. So, let's get that done while they're working on that. I've been trying to figure out lots of good ideas as to how to do the ship. We might want to go with a maybe the lower deck is just a big hangar bay. Also trying to figure out where we are going to fit storage and power. I was thinking these back rooms would be assemblers. Maybe one of the rooms is assemblers and the other is storage? And if that's the case, where does power go? These are all sort of open-ended questions. I really don't have an answer to them yet. But I do like the idea of maybe the lower deck is just one giant hangar bay. I've got some plans for the end caps. I think we might use them as mining rooms. That could be kind of fun. I do want this thing to be able to mine on its own. And it's going to do a much better job than the miner we've made so far. Okay, cool. Then we had full blocks on top, right? Oops, well, not there. Get rid of him. That's better. Yeah, cool. And then you down here. Anybody else find it ironic that I'm building thrusters to move the ship and I'm actually making it larger while I'm doing it? Nothing like making the job more difficult while you're working on it. Okay. If I remember right, we used the slopes to extend. Yeah. We did slopes here. And I'm out of plate. This surprises no one. Like it's not pulling out my oxygen bottles. I'll have to see about fixing that later. Once we get this ship done, I won't need to. Okay, cool. That's looking good. We need these. And our half slabs to fill in the gaps. That's looking smart. Okay, cool. Now, we've got 2 large windows, the door, and 2 more large windows. Why do I think my hallway is too short? Because I think it's too short. Now, was this the right window? I think it was. No. Incorrect. There we go. 2 large windows, door, 2 large windows. It is too short. Somehow I counted wrong. No worries. We'll just make it larger. Go. Him. Half block. Oops. And this guy. It's good. Full block. Our slope. Slope. Path. Down the center. And then these guys. Look you around. Bing, bing, bing. There we go. Grab our window. It's looking good. Window there. Window. Wait, did I screw that up already? No. Wait, these windows are hard to see. Okay. Yeah, window, window. Right. Then this ends up being our doorway. We'll just frame that up so I don't lose track of what I'm doing here. Bum, bum. Nope, nope, nope. Yes. Awesome. There. Looks a little goofy right now, but it'll do the trick. Okay. Oh, we've got one of our thrusters done. That's looking good. What are we doing here? You're actually not that far behind. What's our reactor doing? Reactor's done. Can I actually cover the... Yeah, but I can still get to the container. Alright, cool. Okay, okay. Looking good. Alright, so... Here's the thing, then. We are going to want to move this up and out of the way. Let's grab some blocks. Figure out how we're going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do... Grab a block here and we're going to go up. Let's see. 1, 2... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 50. Now that ought to be pretty high. At the top of this 50 high pillar, make a big panel. How I want to do this? Sure, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, you know, everything. Now. Get some big landing gear. Take our landing gear. Thinking how I might want to arrange this. do one of these deals. Yeah, I like that. Cool. With all of those landing gear in auto lock mode, we should be able to lift the ship right up and just stick it right to the side. Landing gear will auto lock, and we'll be good. And I'm thinking we'll stick it right to the side here. So maybe because of that, we'll do one of these. And I realize this is the wrong color. Now, I'm not doing this because it won't stick to the glass. It will stick to the glass. I'm doing this because if I mess this up and I bump too hard into that platform, I'd rather have these sacrificial blocks be damaged than anything else. We'll hop in the seat, we'll use the thrusters, we'll release the landing gear below it, we'll fly it up 50 blocks or so, and then we'll stick it right to the side. Those landing gear will lock to that platform, and then that's it. We're good. I think I'm actually going to extend this to give myself a little room for play. Since we made the thing on the side 5x5, we'll make this 7x7. That'll give us a little extra room for error. And that'll put this ship 50 blocks up, which I'm hoping is plenty for us to build the lower deck and then get its own engines in place. And then we won't need this silly looking engine antenna doohickey. Cool. Okay. My gosh, we are running out of time quick. So, in the efforts of time, I am going to I'm going to wait till this is done, and then I'll come back and we'll move the ship. So I will be right back. Alright, so our thrusters are done. Our pad is done. And I added a little bit of a camera right over here. Would have half a chance at getting a better view there. I've already taken a backup of this file, just in case. So let's put some uranium in. What did I not take into account? Oh, I know what I didn't take into account. Not a problem. Let's grab a tiny bit more uranium. And we'll toss it into this lower reactor. That should power the conveyors, which should bring the upper reactor on. Yep. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll do a quick save, check our camera view. That's looking good. Alright. So, you've heard of will it blend, this is will it lift. Do I know? No. Is this gonna go badly? Hopefully not. He's going up. I really should have put an upward facing thruster to stop ascension. Yeah, it's not drifting down at all. Alright, we'll just have to be real careful about going up. Try and line things up as best we can here. That looks pretty close. Slightly back. Touch up. Alright, that's looking pretty good to me. Let's switch to our camera view. Try and bring this in. And I hope... Bingo. Lock. Okay, now let's shut off the thrusters. Is that how I want to do this? Yeah. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. That lifts our ship off the ground. Now we can start building the lower decks. Cool. It worked. Very happy with that. Okay. So, with that done, let's get in here and we'll find our large reactor. I'd like to toggle him off. That he's not using as fuel. Certainly doesn't need to be. And I think I'm going to leave that thruster section just as it is. Okay, cool. So, between this episode and next, I will replicate the rooms that we have the refineries in here and here, and then we'll see about how we want to put in our assemblers. And then it'll be time to think about the lower deck. This is coming right along. It's a little odd seeing it just float there. Now we are going to run into some issues, I suppose, when we try and release these gears, because I actually put them on the station side, not on the ship side. But that's okay. That's all right. We'll just turn the engines back on, and then go to the station and turn off the gear, and that should do it. Cool. Well, thanks for joining me. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below, and we'll get to building out the rest of this in the next episode. It's getting to that stage where it's going to start coming together faster and faster. Very cool stuff. But that is definitely all the time we have for today. We are already over a little bit. So, thanks again for joining me. Appreciate it as always. Have a good one.